Hello, Shan here. This is the first episode in a series I'd like to do every once in a while. It's basically short videos with fun facts about the creation of any of my series, and behind-the-scenes stuff. For this episode, it's about the origins of Vengeance is Eternal, as well as answering one of the questions I get the most: where is Episode 1? Vengeance starts with Episode 2 for some odd reason. Why? Well, here's the backstory. It started back in 2018, where I had a friend who wanted to do a collab with me. I'll refer to them as Friend A. I was always a fan of animations that had stories to them, and my previous animations had some sort of story to them as well. So I agreed to do the collab as long as we followed a story, being my version of the FNAF 4 Crying Child story. It was simple back then. Elizabeth would have died by Circus Baby, which the Crying Child would have saw, causing his fear of the animatronics. He would have nightmares of them, which would cause Michael to bully him, and would eventually lead to the Bite of 83. The Crying Child would possess Fredbear and try to enact vengeance upon Michael throughout Sister Location, FNAF 1, and Ultimate Custom Night, eventually leading to him letting go and there being a wholesome ending between the two brothers. My friend at the time agreed to the conditions, so the song we chose was Sweet Dreams by Aviators. Now, if you've seen the collab, you're probably thinking, what? There's barely a story to it. And you would be right. The issue was that Friend A didn't animate anything related to the story that I wanted to tell. And honestly, the story I had wasn't a big thing, but I promise my vision was definitely not as bland and boring as the final product. The funniest part is Friend A couldn't even finish his half of the collab. He instead asked Friend B to finish his part for him. Friend B asked if there was a story or guidelines to follow, which Friend A said no. After that disaster, I barely put effort into my part, and it was not what I planned at all. I was pretty disappointed, but what could I do, you know? But then, not long after, I heard a song that really hit me hard. It was perfect for the Ultimate Custom Night section of the story I wanted. To me, it felt twisted, sinister, and perfectly encompassed the way I imagined the Crying Child would have felt.
Watch your back. Time will go by much more slowly. Stay a while. Might as well make yourself at home.
I knew I needed to animate this, almost as a redemption for what Sweet Dreams was. Now, for anyone who was around during the time Vengeance 2 was originally uploaded, you would know the title originally had Sweet Dreams 2 in its title, and had Vengeance is Eternal 2 added on, since I knew I wanted to make more under an original name.
So guys, we're reacting to FNAF SFM Vengeance is Eternal Part 2 Sweet Dreams 2, song by Nightcove_the Fox by Super Sean YT. Holy crap, that was a long title.
So, there's the answer to where Episode 1 is. It was retconned. The story changed so much between the two projects that I didn't even really want them connected. And for a long time, Sweet Dreams was private because it was hard for me to look at. But it's an important part of history, and I put it back up a while ago. Just so everyone knows, there will eventually be a new Episode 1, but I have a lot of other stuff I gotta get through first. Now, I won't go into much more about the creation of Vengeance 2, but I will say that within a week, it went from the Crying Child wanting revenge on Michael to an 8-part series with an original character who we now know as Phantasm. But that wasn't his original name, and this wasn't even his original design. If you want to hear more about that, the next video will be about his origins and design. Thank you for watching!